What is going on, guys? My name is Cosmix and I am back again with some Black Ops 2 gameplay. I am playing some Arms Race on Studio and I am using the AN94. But as you can probably tell from the title, you just know what this video is going to be about. It's going to be a little comparison between the upcoming Call of Duty Ghosts and the upcoming Battlefield 4, which are both new entries to the franchises. As for Call of Duty, that releases on November 5th, 2013, and Battlefield 4 releases October 29th, 2013. That is both for the current gen consoles, seen as the release dates haven't been confirmed for the next gen consoles. But anyway, as for the games that are out now, Battlefield 3 and Black Ops 2, a few little differences that I noticed, or like I've kind of noticed throughout the years, is one, Black Ops seems to be a bit more of a fast-paced game, and I'm not hating on Battlefield in the slightest. Just because there's Call of Duty gameplay in the background doesn't mean I don't like Battlefield at all. It's just because I didn't have any Battlefield gameplay recorded at this time. But anyway, Black Ops seems to be, or Call of Duty, sorry, seems to be a lot more fast-paced game just because I find it's more easy to pick up and play and easy to get used to. Whereas Battlefield, obviously due to the like scale of the maps, it's a lot harder to get used to, and you can spend a lot of time running from one side of the map to the other, which can take a long time considering some of the maps are so huge. But they compensate for that by including vehicles, which is a major selling factor of the Battlefield franchise, which keeps me coming back time after time, because that feeling of getting in like a big powerhouse vehicle like a tank and just blowing through loads of people and buildings and collapsing stuff, it makes you feel like you've got power, which tanks should do, and it helps you get across the map faster. So it depends what type of person you are, you know what I mean? If you like fast-paced, smaller maps, kind of more arcadey style shooter, that'll be Call of Duty. But if you're in for kind of more realistic, big maps, vehicles, all-out warfare, Battlefield's your choice. As well as that, you kind of got to rely on your squad more in Battlefield, because obviously you probably do know, you can just get revived mid-game if you've got either a squad member or someone on your team who's playing the assault kit and they've got the defib unit on. If you're down on the floor, I think there's about is it like a 10-second window, something around that length, for your teammate to come revive you or for you to revive someone else. Whereas Call of Duty seems to be more like a lone wolf game. Like, you can even jump into a team-based game mode and still do well on your own. It's all personal preference, to be honest. I wouldn't say one is better than the other. I'd say they've both got the good points and the slightly weaker points. I wouldn't even say they've got bad points. To be honest, I enjoy both games as it is. But as for the new titles that are coming up, Battlefield 4 with both sort of single player and multiplayer gameplay. And in my opinion, the multiplayer on Battlefield 4 looks absolutely amazing. I'm sure many of you have heard about that skyscraper scene or even saw it, where they take that, I think it's set in Shanghai, the map, and then you see the skyscraper fall and crumble, and the graphics on the next gen hard. Well, technically it's PC, but they had the choice to play with next gen console controllers. Yeah, I got that right. But yeah, and the feel of the game looks a lot more. I don't know what it is, but when you watch and you see the guns firing, hit markers and all that, it kind of like feels good to watch, if that makes any sort of sense. As for Call of Duty Ghosts, no multiplayer footage has been revealed yet, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because we've got quite a few months right up until November for them to release some footage, so that will probably come in a couple of months' time. As for the single player footage that has been released, in my opinion, it doesn't look all that much different so far, and I really want to stress that so far. But like I said, they've got loads of months to show a load of stuff. But what they've showed so far, the main difference is the dog Riley, who you get to play as, and that does look pretty fun. I must say, he's a bit of a badass, that dog, and that adds an extra element to the game, an extra layer you can use. Imagine in the next one, if you had the dog's kill streak and you actually got to control the dogs. Maybe that could happen. Who knows? It's something whatever they can. Something new they can put in. As well as, I think Battlefield, that's just made me think of another point. I think Battlefield's probably better for DLC. It's more frequent and like more big. But yeah, I'm gonna have to cut. I'm gonna have to end this commentary now. The video is coming to an end. So yeah, that's a little side by side comparison with a few of my opinions. So yeah, I have been Cosmix, and I shall see you all later.